coming to you on a dusty road. A good loving, got a truckload. And when you get it, you got something. So don't worry, 'cause I'm coming.
Hi, my name is Sheldon Upchurch. I was born in Illinois. Grew up in a little farm town, Sandwich, Illinois. It's about an hour and a half outside of Chicago. And I grew up about 2 or 3 miles outside of town. I got 2 brothers and 1 sister, Sean, Scott, and Pam. The first 5 years of my life, we lived in a little town in Tennessee before we moved to Illinois. And it was Paris Landing, Tennessee. It's just, I mean, just a little spot in the middle of nowhere on a Kentucky lake. And my folks had this restaurant, or pizza place, and they had a jukebox in there. And every night, I would lay a pillow down between the speakers on the jukebox, and I'd fall asleep to that music.
I'm a soul man. Hey, 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 yeah.
My dad, he's kind of a country guy. We used to spend a lot of time boating and camping and fishing and things like that. And his family's very musical. They used to make their own instruments, their own guitars and violins and things like that. And we'd get together on that side of the family, and everybody'd sit around and pick all night long. It was cool. It was a lot of fun. My mom, she grew up, she probably took 13 years of piano. She's a classical pianist.
Here's my story, sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. Shook my love and ran around with every single guy in town. Whoa, 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 knock, 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 whoa.
My mom played piano and my dad played banjo, and they both sang and sang in a play in high school and caught the lead role for that. And that was a lot of fun, Oklahoma. I was just a country boy. I'd never been in a play before.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much of love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Oh, goodness gracious, balls of fire. I liked your love because I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind. Hey, this looks fine. Goodness gracious, balls of fire.
I moved to Florida when I was 19. I was living in that little farm town, and I vacationed down here when I was 16. It was the only time I've ever been to Florida, and the whole time I was all through high school. I was like, you know what? As soon as I get some money saved, I'm going to Florida. It's so, it's so beautiful down here. And then I wanted to go to school, and I went to the office. I said, listen, I don't have a lot of money, but I want to go to college. And I said, are there any scholarships available? And they said, well, most of the scholarships are taken. The only scholarships left are music scholarships. And they said, well, can you play anything? I said, I can play a little piano, and not enough to get a scholarship. And they're like, can you sing? And I'm like, yeah, I can sing. So then I tried out for a music scholarship, and then I got a full ride to Edison on a music scholarship. It's kind of like a 50s and 60s kind of sound. It's doo-wop and it's frat rock, and it's the baby boomers music. But it's very vocally challenging. Well, not a lot of people can sing this kind of music.
You know, you make me want to kick my heels up and throw my hands up.
And what I've noticed is when you play for the baby boomers, they just have such a blast. They're on the dance floor the entire time. They don't stop. They literally don't stop. I mean, the young people cannot keep with them.
Well, live without it now. Jump up and shout 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 it now. Now jump, 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 jump. Now jump, 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 jump. Now jump, jump, shout, 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 shout. Oh yeah! Oh.
The best part is, like, when you get off stage and you have like 20 people coming up to you and they're like, "Oh my God, we so love your music." You know, we don't ever get anybody your age singing our music. That's the thing I hear. We're just so excited, and you know, you sing all the different types of our music, not just one type.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me the fever when you kiss me.
They're a different generation. They're a generation that is very communicable. They know how to express themselves through words.
All through the night, sun lights up the daytime.
Dance floor's packed the entire night. That's the biggest compliment to me. When the manager that hired me comes up and says something like, "Man, they are burning my ear up about you. You know, they won't leave me alone. They want me to book you for another gig. They love you." You know, that just it makes you feel good. It really does.
Oh, when the sun beats down and puts the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
This is my mixer board that has all the vocal effects and stuff like that. I can adjust how I want my voice to sound. This is my amplifier, and it's a 2,000 watt Crown, which really can pump out some serious sound. You know what? I've always been able to hit those high notes. I remember when I was growing up, and I'd hear bands like Journey and Queen, and I could just go up and hit every one of those high notes without even thinking about it.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
A lot of the artists from the doo-wop era did sing a lot in falsetto. I try not to sing it in falsetto. I adjust it to where it fits perfectly for my vocal range.
Oh, pretty woman. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know what? I probably would have been writing my own doo-wop music back then.
You know, she came to see him one last time. Oh, we all wondered if she would. And it kept running through my mind. This time, he's over her for good. And he's not loving her today. They placed the ring on his door.
I also enjoy the artistry of it. You know, being able to go inside yourself and just do what you do and not worry about the consequences, and just, you know, play the role. When you're an entertainer, you got to play the part. They have a super dark tint to them, and they fit nice. They're kind of like the old Roy Orbison kind of glasses. I always thought Roy Orbison was cool.
My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you.
I shut my eyes a lot and sing, and you know what? I don't have any hair on my head. I don't have any facial hair. It just gives me something. It gives me a little character. It gives me a little bit of something. I mean, it's just, you know, it's not just a big egghead with a smile.
They said someday you'll find all who love are blind.
smoke gets in your eyes, that song, I mean, you just power that song. You blow it out, especially at the end. It's just one of those songs that just, you know, when you go up and hit that note at the end, it just knocks everybody back. It's one of my favorite songs. It's just a lot of fun. I mean, you know what? As long as I don't have to work a normal 9-to-5 job and I can do this for a living, singing, I mean, that's the ultimate goal, to where I can be successful and sing for people and make people happy. I mean, what a great way to live. Make people happy and get paid doing it.